Hey crew, welcome to Dressing Room Duty 101. We have had a rash of shoplifters recently, and we are going to have to redouble our efforts to try to get that under control. So the first thing that we're going to do is begin to reassign people to the dressing rooms. You will have 1-hour shifts. They will be posted above the dry erase board in the back room, and I'm going to go over some things that you need to be doing when you have the dressing room duty. We have recently decided to keep our cell phones in the back room in order for us to be observant at all times of suspicious behavior. If you see any of this behavior in the store, you can notify a manager immediately. One of the things that we've seen shoplifters do is come into the store, and while they're supposedly looking for clothes, they're actually looking around the store for cameras, so you'll see things like that. You'll also see people that are looking at clothes and they're not looking at the price tags, but instead they're checking to see if the clothes have sensors. We've had a lot of clothes that haven't been censored recently. Those are definitely walking out the door, so we need to make sure that everything's getting censored. Another suspicious behavior that you need to alert a manager about is when you count people's clothes to go in the dressing room, if they're reluctant to let you know how many items they have, immediately notify a manager and we will make sure that we're watching them. We're going to stick with our 10-item limit in the dressing rooms, and we're going to try to do this routinely each time a person goes in. We'll count their items. We'll let them go in. As soon as they come out, when you have dressing room duty, immediately check under the carpet, lift it all the way up just in case there's some tags stuck on the bottom. Look behind the mirror, check all the way up and all the way down, and even in the corners to see if someone's tucked a tag or a sensor in the corner. As soon as they leave the dressing room and have their clothes hung on the go-back rack, you're going to lock it. This is very important because this is how we discovered several items that were stolen last night. When you have clothes that come out from a person in the dressing room, as soon as you clear it and lock it, immediately check for 3 things on the clothing. Check for a rocket tag, check for a sensor, and check any pockets or places where something can be hidden. So even on shirts, they'll sometimes have front pockets. You'll check those. Shorts or pants, always check the pockets. Also, especially on men's pants and shorts, you need to unbutton the pockets and check in here. We found several items stolen last night, and the sensors and the tags were left in the men's pockets. Also, pockets front and back, and a lot of pants have these little mini pockets. That's another place a sensor can go, so we need to be checking there as well. Sometimes on jackets, not only do they have outer pockets, but they have pockets on the inside. So with any type of jacket or coat or vest, unzip it and check for inside pockets. Check those pockets too. And of course, if you find anything, immediately notify a manager. Purses that we sell in the store are absolutely not allowed in the dressing rooms. They can be held up at the counter or here on the cart by the go-back racks. If purses end up back here, always check them and check all the inner pockets, unzip everything, and look inside. This morning we discovered a purse full of sensors where someone had stolen the items, and they obviously have a magnet and they're taking the items off while they're in the dressing room. So purses do not go in the dressing room. Some examples of some of the things that we found in pockets and purses would be sensors that were ripped off the clothes, because you can still see the clothes stuck in the sensors. Someone that has the magnet in their purse will just simply take the pin out and then put it back in and then hide it in the store. And then this is what we've also found, is someone is able to actually cut the pin out of the sensor. So we found this in a pocket last night, and that alerted us to a shoplifter. We ended up doing some research and found several more items that she had stolen. It's something very small, stuck in a pocket. It's easy to miss. That's why we have to be diligent with this. When you have dressing room duty, sometimes it's a little bit slow, so we are going to keep a list on the cart back here of things that you can do during dressing room duty if you don't have anything to do. Some of those things will be tagging and censoring, which you can do back here on the cart. You can steam clothes. All the steam clothes end up on this rack. You can straighten the men's section. As long as you have a visual on the dressing rooms, you can roam around and do what you need to do. You can straighten all these clothes through here, the pants, all the way here through the sweaters and the jackets and the t-shirts. You can do the scarves and the shoes and the hats. As long as you have a visual in the dressing room, your priority during that duty is to immediately clear the dressing room, check the clothes for tags, sensors, and check all the pockets. Another thing that you can do on your downtime, and again, we'll keep a list back here on the cart, you can clean out the dressing rooms. They get very dusty. You can shake the mats out and swiffer the rooms out. You can clean the mirrors. Sometimes we're short on employees and we get busy, so if you do have dressing room duty, you will be able to sort buys and type them in, and that will be done only at Register 4. But keep in mind that your number one priority is the dressing rooms if you have the duty. So you can come over here, still watch the dressing rooms, you can sort a buy, you can type a buy, but the minute someone comes out of the dressing room, you immediately need to go do the things that we've already discussed. That's your number one priority. Another thing that you can do if it's slow when you have dressing room duty is if someone is ringing customers up at Register 3, you can come over here as long as you can see the dressing rooms, and you can help desensor the clothes and bag them. But once again, once you're needed over here, that takes priority over anything else. So I think that's all today for dressing room training and shoplifter awareness, and we'll see you next time.